Hey everyone, this is Michael Brook from Rapid Couples Counselling. This video is entitled Holding the Tension Between the Present and the Future in Relationships. Now, you might recall, if you've checked out my video on the formula for relationship success, that the formula for relationship success is very specific. Two people need to look in the future and see a life together, both want. Step one. Step two is both people have to take responsibility of what they're bringing to a relationship and confront themselves and bring the best themselves to the relationship on an ongoing basis. Step three is there needs to be a good sexual relationship. Step four is the relationship need to be forward-looking and not backwards-looking. And I'm going to spend a little bit more time talking about that today. Often couples can come to me with 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 years of resentment that's been built up. Things that occurred in the past that they didn't want to have happen. And often with resentment is accretive, as in it builds on top of itself. And so the more things you have to be resentful of, the more and more you focus on the past. And then that resentment gets piled up and piled up and piled up and piled up. Typically there's a historian in the relationship. They'll keep a track of things in the past that their partner did that they wouldn't have, or that was particularly horrible or particularly heinous, or you name it. So they just bring up those things. Now, sometimes they think that's true. Sometimes people have done horrible and heinous things in the past, but they chose to stay. Sometimes the things that people have done aren't that horrible or heinous, but the person makes them out to be. And then will spend the rest of their time bringing up the past all the time. Now, that's a good way of staying miserable. If you want to live in the past, if you want to spend all your time talking about your partner's past failings, you will be perpetually miserable. Now, if that's what you want, well, go for that. But most people won't stick around for that. There's a reason why I say that good relationships are forward-looking, not backwards-looking, because I've yet to meet a couple who are continually focusing on the good things in the past. Most of the time, if someone's thinking about the past, they're thinking about the bad things. And this is why relationships need to be forward-looking, not backwards-looking. And what's useful is for you to have a vision of the future you want. You need to be both clear about what you want in the future, and you need to be bringing the best yourself to the present moment. And there's a tension between the two. There's a tension between the future and the present moment. If you're only focused on the past, you'll typically focus on what makes you miserable and what didn't work. But if you focus on the present moment and the future, and bring the best of yourself to the present moment, that creates a present moment worth wanting. And that creates a future vision of your life worth having. And so holding that tension, or holding that, this is a future I want to have with my partner, but I'm bringing the best of myself to the present moment. And if there's some stuff in the past that didn't work, well, we can learn the lessons from the past so we don't have to repeat them, and we can create rules of behaving that avoids the problems of the past. So it's holding that tension between the future and the present moment, learning from the past, that allows people to be happy. Now, if you want to be miserable, sure, focus on all the shit that's happened in the past and you'll be miserable. Yeah? And people don't need their partner around for them to be miserable. If misery is your goal, if being miserable is what you want, then your partner will leave you and you can stay miserable. Some people live their entire lives that way because they can't get over the things that happened in the past. That's not a good way of having a good life. But if you're in a relationship, hold the tension between the future and the present, learn from the past, and that will allow you to have a relationship that's worth wanting. Now, I hope this has helped. If your relationship's having a challenge, please give me a call on 0432 681 321. There will be a booking link for my booking page in the description of the video. Alternatively, and as well, there's a booking link for my book, Thriving in Flux, 9 Timeless Principles for Relationship Happiness and Success. I look forward to hearing from you shortly. And please like and subscribe to the channel, and thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I look forward to making more quality content for you shortly. Thank you very much. Bye.